Are you stuck with a flat and lifeless desktop?
With tools like Windhawk, Rainmeter, and Explorer Blur Mecha, I'll show you how to transform your windows into something worth admiring.
Get ready, because this isn't just customization.
It's visual evolution.
Let's get started.
Welcome to your favorite section of Enchulando, the desktop. I see that many of you have loved this wonderful section, and I hope you don't miss any of these episodes. And well, as long as you ask for them, you'll have them here in the OWL community. The first thing you need to do, please, I invite you to go down here to the video description in the comments and click on the links I'm leaving for you. There are 3 links, or rather, I invite you to also check out the Discord group because I'm going to leave 2 additional links there. To create this beauty and enhancement that you saw at the beginning, the first tool we're going to use is Rainmeter. It's a tool that's been around for many years that helps us customize the visual aspect of our Windows 11 and also Windows 10. But today it's time for Windows 11. We're also going to make use of an epic tool from this author who has brought us the amazing plug design that's more integrated into all our systems. That's why we call it and refer to it as the fluid design here in the OWL community. And thanks to this author, whose name is Explorer Blur Mecha, we've achieved it. Thank you. Please give it a thumbs up and follow it closely because it has amazing things. And we can't forget the good ally of the OWL, the dark eagle called Wing. That helps us give that perfect touch to everything related to customization. But that's not all. Remember that Windhawk is your best ally because it's not too aggressive with the system, especially with what we have. A very volatile Windows in the Windows 11 part. It's really good. Honestly, it's excellent and exquisite. So I invite you to try it. And we've already had different videos here on the channel where you can see that it doesn't put your instability or the stability of your system at risk at all. It doesn't make it unstable. Let's go ahead and download the first tool. Let's click on download here. Next, let's download the Blur Mecha. Let's click here. And we're getting the latest version in format, relays.zip. And finally, let's download our Windhawk. Download. There we have it. Ready? Let's close our browser now. We're going here to our File Explorer. And here we have it completely. Downloads. We're going to have 2 extras. What we have here are these slim codes and wallpapers that I'm leaving for you. Sometimes it's important that you download them. And I'm also leaving you another second folder called Glass Reinventor Skin that will help us carry out this nice beautification of our desktops. I'm going to go back now. How do you get this? Because there are still many questions. Guys, I really invite you to join the Discord group for this simple reason. Look, on our YouTube channel, you go directly to a playlist we've created for you. You dive directly into the channel and you're going to find a complete list that says, create your own infrastructure, which is also very interesting. But what we're really interested in is giving Windows 11 a new look and personalizing it to your taste, however you want. You click here, and you're going to have different methodologies to adapt them to your Windows 11 and also to Windows 10 in 1 or 2 videos. But for example, let's go to this legendary one that I really loved. I'm going to click on it. Or the third one, the ultimate tool that is going to fascinate you. But above all, this one, let's click. Here we have it. You just need to focus on copying the full title we have here. I'm going to maximize this. And you're going to copy the title directly with all the emojis it has. You right click and then you click here to copy. Let's unmaximize. Look at what's going to happen. Let's go directly to Discord. You come here to what is Discord and you go to the operating system section. You click on what's Windows. And here where it says search or create a post, let's search. Let's click there. And we're going to paste the, legendary title directly. from our video, so it will automatically find the exact forum of the tutorial we're watching. Consequently, so you're going to click here, and I'm going to scroll up. And here you're going to have these codes that I'm leaving for customization, and also the complementary tools that we're going to use. So now, let's close Discord, and you'll be able to find, well, this little folder here in zip format, and also that little folder over there in zip format. Honestly, guys, it can't get any clearer than this. The truth is, I'm making it super easy for you, and if not, I'm leaving it down here in the video description or in the comments. A 1-minute short on how to download the tools for our forums and the Discord community. That's why I'm not trying to tell you, hey, you have to get in the group. Not only that, it finds the tools, give the feedback. You can put your screenshots in the Neoporo. Hey Victor, it worked for me. It turned out great. It was awesome. I combined it with other techniques. And you also get support from the community. If I can't respond to you, well, as quickly as possible in the comments, because we have a ton of videos on the channel. However, if you dive into Discord, the whole community can give you feedback. And I also try to, at some point, if I can read you immediately, give you a response. Okay, so we're all set. Now let's get to the good stuff, okay? Let's go straight to installing this first version, the Rainmaker, in its latest version. What build am I using in this current tutorial? Just in case you're wondering, I think you saw it too. And if you paid attention to the video at the beginning, in the WinVer part, here we have the version 24H2 in its latest build. So it works for you too. Obviously, for the 23H2, 22H2, everything related to Windows 11. And even now, I'm also going to be refining the tools when those macro updates arrive. Also, I invite you to check out our customized ISO. The video is appearing on screen here. Here we always have the most complete ISO of Windows 11, with the latest integrations plus a bonus, customized by the community. It comes with NVMe and storage drivers that can help you, so you don't have to be download the latest editions. We've already included them for you, plus that customization bonus. All right, we accept. It's done. Let's go back to the Explorer. We right-click, and we're going to run it as an administrator. We say yes. Okay. Standard installation recommended? No problem. Let's go to the next one. 64-bit version installation. Of course, startup launch. Because the truth is, we're going to need it as soon as the system starts up. So it starts with that really beautiful part of the graphical interface. We click install, we minimize, it's done, and we click finish. All right, we're going to see these little, well, skins, or also widgets that we really love, and that came from, well, since the Windows 7 part, in fact, that gives it the essence. No. But the truth is that I'm not going to use this right now if you want it, if you wish. Well, here we have the part about the behavior of the internal disks that we have along with your CPU. The consumer branch also includes the time and date, like other little welcome things that you can customize and adapt to your liking. No, instead, to give the appearance you had at the beginning, we're not going to use it. Okay, so we just right-click here and click to deactivate the skin of this skin, and I'm going to do the same with the others. I'll stop skin. We right-click, and deactivate the skin. It's done. Once we did this, this is where we're going to use the first detail of Vidrio Glass. From this folder that I'm leaving you in the Discord forum, we double-click here and we're going to copy it completely. Okay, so we right-click, we click here on copy, or use the shortcut Ctrl+C, the key combination. Or here, just when selecting, you can click on the copy icon in our Windows 11 File Explorer, and it's copied. So we're going to go to what's called Documents, Rainmeter, Skins. And this is where we're going to paste it. Okay, to make it a bit more present, I right-click here, paste, or use the shortcut Ctrl+V, or directly click the paste icon in our File Explorer. We can close this now. Let's go to the taskbar of our Windows 11 and click here where it says Remaster. We double-click. Once this screen opens, let's click on Update All. Please, so that the subdirectory we copied directly into the scheme folder of Remaster appears. If you don't click on Update All, it won't show up. So, once we select it, we can expand, and you'll be able to add that type of iconography, like the big clock we saw at the beginning, which gives that iconic touch to our desktop. For example, I'm going to start with the clock part. I click here, and I'm going to select certain settings. To select these parameters that are grayed out, don't get frustrated, just click here to activate it. And look, it appeared. I'm going to place it here, in the middle more or less. Okay, I'm going to set it to normal position, I'm going to click here, superior standard. To always have it reflected in the front, you have to select it depending on how you want to arrange it. That's up to you. Okay, well, there's the parameter. After we finish that part, the clock is ready. I'm also going to select what you saw at the beginning. For example, the one for Google Drive, that if you also have storage, not just the iconography part. Let's click on activate. And look, how nice. Hey, but Victor, this looks ugly. Don't worry. We can hide the desktop icons. We right click. We click here on view. We click on show desktop icon. We uncheck this and that's it. Now we have it in position. Did you notice? Next, we're going to put something different like the internet or Firefox if it's installed. That's good, not interested. Let's put the part of, for example, the PC. I click on activate. And now we have the folder part. I'm going to set it here to high standard. And you can move it wherever you want. You can place the icons however you want. Also, for those who, for example, have the settings part, the configuration part is also very nice. It looks really beautiful and nice. There you have it. We set it to high standard, and now you can manipulate it to your liking. You can really place the icons if you want them to stand out on your desktop. It leaves it up to your choice. Very good. There's also Photoshop and other icons. They will be very useful to you. All right. Well, that's it for the Rainmeter gestures. We click on close. All right, but Victor doesn't look like that. All right, that's done. Yes, of course, but now let's move on to the next thing. We click directly on the Explorer. Let's go to the download section. And let's go. This could be, hey, Victor, this looks bad. Yeah, because I decided it should look like this. That's why I'm telling you, you have to arrange it according to your standard for the clock part. I'm going back here. Rock. I click here, and you can place it in the part, well then not the upper section, but the normal part, or the lower part, like the back part. On the desktop only. If we click here on the desktop, then it will stay on our desktop. When I open a window, it won't get in the way anymore, okay? Without any issues. Customize it to your liking. All right, I'm going to double click here. I'm going to take this iconic white paper. I'm going to right click here. I'm going to click on copy. I'm going to click on images. I'm going to click here to paste. And I'm going to right click and we click on set as desktop background. Hey, awesome guys. I'm going to click here to close. You see it? But it looks so nice. This is for the boss, Kira, believe me. She's going to love how we're sprucing up her desk. So, it's already getting that touch. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's go back here to the Explorer. We click on downloads and now let's install our WinHat tool. We right click, let's run it with administrator privileges. We say yes. Let's click here to close. We click OK. Recommended installation. Next. Let's install. Done. We click here to finish. Once our Dark Eagle runs, the good wave of the owl, we go here to the Explore section, and I'm leaving the exact names for you down in the video description. You expand the description and just copy and paste, and we're going to install the first option I'm leaving for you. We click here on details, we click on install. We click on accept. Perfect. Once it finishes installing, we click here on settings and we're going to modify certain parts of the icon, the position and the buttons here. I always like to set a profile of 25. Depending on the pixels and the dimensions you have on your screen, you'll adjust it accordingly. Exactly, so it doesn't get too thick or look too big, you can adjust it, right? Also, the monitor parameters which I am having is 1080p, which is 75 Hz. This conversion works, and most are standard. If not, modify it. Set to 25, 50, leave at 44 as default. That's all. Here we set it to 25, here we set it to 50, and here you leave it at 44, just like it came by default, that's all. I think these are the two main parameters. We click on Save Settings. You see, I focus more on the taskbar area. All right, let's move on to the next mode. We click here on Explore. We're going to delete this mode here, and you just copy and paste. The next one is ready. We click here on details, we click on install, and then we click on accept. There it is. It has been modified. Your start button, in fact, is already modified at some point, or well, you can't see it yet. But when doing this, we go to the advanced section. We're going to delete this mode that we have here by default. We close it or we delete it. We delete it completely. We're going here to what is the Explorer. You go to the download section, and this is where our codes come in, which you will also have in the Azure group. I already showed you how to download them. We double click and let's go to the part of what? From the start menu, Delgado. In the part of the Starlight, we double click. Let's go. I understand. Let's go to Control plus A, or what is Control? To select all the code, we click here on File. We click here in Edit, then copy or Control C. You minimize, and we click here, right click, paste or Control V, and we click on Save. And I apply, we click once. Oh, look at that beauty. But how beautiful. You can already see it, and it's starting to take shape. Guys, it's really starting to take shape. Did you see it? Wow, it looks beautiful. It looks really nice. Very good. Now let's go to the next one. We go here to Windhawk. We go to the Explore section. We delete this parameter, and we are going to paste what I'm leaving you in the description. There it is, this Windows 11 Taskbar styles. There are two, so you won't get confused. This one is not the first one that says Windows 11. We click here on details and we click on install. We accept. How simple. Great. Very good. Let's go here to the advanced section. Let's delete the default mode. And again, we go to our section, downloads and touch. Now the one that says taskbar is the mini. We double click. You're going to select all the code, or, Control plus, and then you go to edit, then copy, or Control. We minimize, low, right, paste, and what is save. There it is, guys. You see it? It's that easy, that simple. Very good. You can close it now. It is the black one. And now we have that nice and cute part, indeed, just like we saw at the beginning of this video. Hey, but Victor, I see that the shortcuts are here. I don't like it. Well, you can modify this now, just like you've always modified it on your button. Start. If you don't know, you right click here and we click on Start Settings. And we can optimize this. We're not interested, at least I'm not interested in any of this. And inside the folders, I can give it something else. I want them to show up here on the bar, for example. Settings, the Explorer. And also, why not the network part and the personal folder? What time should I do it? This looks much more streamlined. It's going to show up on this side and, well, much nicer. So I'm also going to remove this from the control panel list. I'm not interested, but you saw it already. Here you can add a lot more icons as you like, and it's done at first glance. Let's make a few small adjustments that I think will be really useful for you. For example, here in the clock area, the part of the icons over here, right click. Let's go here to edit the skin. And we're going to move certain brush strokes of the parameter here. In the part that is the master background. Sorry guys, a mosquito bit me. Here, master. Is it master? Further down here, within image alpha, look closely. It has a number 50. We're going to remove it and set it to 70, so it's much better adjusted. Once you've set the parameter, you click here on File and then click on Save. It's as easy as that. We can now close our notepad, and it's all set. Okay, now, well, Victor, I don't think we're done. No, that's right. We're not done. Why? Because we're missing that part of what from Plus Design, that transparent or acrylic part that we love in a browser, so it looks amazing, just like it does with the pattern. So we go back to the Downloads folder, and let's head over to what's called Relays X34. We right-click, select Extract All, and then click on Extract. And you're going to take this folder that was extracted. We right-click and select Cut. You're going to take it to the root of the local disk C. Right-click, Paste. you can leave it there or in downloads. But well, I like to keep everything organized. And more than that little folder, we're not going to touch it. We click here twice. I can close this thing I have back here now. And what we're going to do is the following. Click view, it's big, saw it. We're going to use a register. If you don't like it, you can revert the changes later by just clicking on a style. And it's going to remove this effect that we just added. If you like it, you can leave it. But honestly, I want to put it all in. I'm not going to right click. I'm going to click on Run as Administrator. More information, run. Anyway, I'm telling you yes. Accept. Let's see if it's true. I click here in the Explorer. And how nice. But I want it to look a little more transparent, just a little, not more. So I'm going to go back to the local disk C. I'm going to the relay section. And as I said, we're going to modify the file, which is the config. Here we double click and the notepad is going to open up for us. You saw this one over here. The important one, or the one we need to modify, is this one, which we have about 200 in the part of a, let's set it to be this one we're looking at here, so you can see how it's going to transform. Let's take it down here. Instead of 200, I'm going to set it to 140. You leave the dark just as it is. We're just transforming or editing the light part, the whitish part, so it has better transparency. There you adjust the parameters. Once you do that, you click here on File and then you click on Save. It's done, close it. And so that you can put them. So we close our Explorer again and open it up again. You see, it looks a bit more transparent now. There you can adjust it however you want. Also, remember that if it ended up on top, it's also in Rainmeter. You can modify it. Okay? You right click and then you click here on Edit Skin. And you can also set it with certain parameters that you like. Everything is configurable. Guys, it's just a matter of you seeing it. I click here, I'll click here. And I see here, for example, the clock that we put in. This one is good. The part about Google Drive, this one is in the normal part. So I'm going to put it here so that it only shows on the desktop and not in all my windows. And I feel that it can also be the same for the ones I chose. In this case, the 222 and PC. I'll click here. I'm just going to put it on the desktop. And I'm also going to go to the settings part. I'll click here. And that it only shows on the desktop. I'm going to click here later on what is update. It's done. Close it. Everything updated. And now whenever I put a window on top, it won't be showing up or getting in the way for any problem. Because we saw it wasn't blocking. So we close it. And settings. Let's see, this opens the control panel. Don't think it's going to open the settings one. We could make it open settings, but how wonderful if it opens the control panel. Well, from back in the day and that we all love. Close. Well, guys, how does the dark mode look? Okay, before changing to dark mode, I'm going to go to the home section. I'm going to go to the settings section. I'm going to go to the personalization section and we're going to save the theme. Inside themes, we click here on save and then I'm going to put what it is. Overgrown white. We click on save and it has saved it for me. So whenever I choose this theme, I can apply it. Now we're going to do the following. Let's go straight to it. Let's close. We're going straight to the Explorer. Downloads. We're going to dark mode. Right click. We copy images. Right click. We hit to right click, set as desktop background. Oh, it's done. Perfect. We close, start. Settings. Customization, colors. Instead of light, dark, it's really starting to take shape now. Okay, we're going back to customization again. From Guatemala, and we currently save the theme now of the Wicron. Dark. We click on save. Ready? Done. We close. And now every time we start our browser, it's already dark. It matches all. It merges all. And that's it, guys. We have it. There you have it. Your Windows has gone from being just functional to absolutely spectacular. A desktop that reflects your unique style.
Thanks to Windhawk, Rainmeter, and Explorer Blur Mecha, you learned that customizing isn't just about changing a background, it's about bringing your digital space to life.
If you like this epic transformation, you know what to do. Give it a like, share. Subscribe for more content like this. And remember, at Ogron, you bring the problem, we bring the solution.
See you at the next level.
Bye-bye, partner. Until next time, community.